Hey kids, this is Ivan. How you doing? It is day 5 of RPG A Day 2020, August 5th, and our word for today is tribute because I am following the numbers in sequential order and going around the map that way. Although I could have done it something different in that little dungeon crawl. And so today I'm going to talk a little bit about this game. It's Alien by Free League Publishing, and it's a game that I got very recently. It's a game that I was interested in when I first started to put it out, and it is it's a game that some of my friends backed, but I did not, and so I just literally or just recently got the book and the PDF, and really enjoy it. But I want to talk about the way that this game ends up being a tribute to the films, and how they do it. I'm really enjoying the book so far. I will be honest, I've only read the player section of the book because I promised to myself and to Anthony that I would not read any of the Game Master section until after we had played, although this is a game I certainly would like to run. But just, I'd like to talk about this book another time anyway and about the system, but it's very, very easy to read. I'm really digging that. But the game does a fantastic tribute to the movies, not only in the way the mechanics work, which you can see how they're built to kind of escalate people just going bananas and really getting afraid and really starting to do, inappropriate things because they're so freaked out by the situation, which really is a tribute to the movies. But also the book is full of a lot of quotes. And it's not just the quotes that they'll put at the beginning of a chapter, like even in the back, at the very beginning it says, "I can't lie to you about your chances. You have my sympathies," right? But as the text is going on, they insert a lot of iconic quotes from the movies. They start talking about this Colonial Marines armored carrier, but they tell you that its greatest weakness is the fact that its profile is really low, and or it's just its clearance from the ground is really low, and in the hands of a person that's kind of freaking out or reckless, you can hit a rock and blow out the transaxle, stuff like that. Where they talk about things like we're nuking in orbit, nuking it from orbit, is the only way to be sure, and etc. Some of the other quotes are escaping me at this very moment, but it's literally just in the player section. There had to be 10 or 20 quotes from the movies inserted into the text as part of the way the text flows. And to me, that was a fantastic tribute. It made the book a lot more fun to read. And the book was easy to read to begin with, but just they would throw those little things out every once in a while, and it had me smile. Other than that, there's like every piece of gear that you see in the movies, well, they're in here as well. They really haven't left anything out, which really brings a lot of the flavor of the game, or the flavor of the movies into the game. At least I can see that that's what's going to happen. So really kind of neat. So just reading that book, so far has, I see how good of a tribute it is to those movies. And it is an IP that I love an awful lot. So yeah, tribute. This is not the greatest RPG in the world. This is a tribute.